Hi buddy, today we come here. It's very special temple. They call it Green Dragon Temple. Actually, this temple have so many years. In the Sui Dynasty, they call it Linggan Temple. In the Tang Dynasty, for the prisons, he got one they got sick, and they got the pray, so they got the well. That's why they call it Green Temple. In the 711, in the Tang Dynasty, the reason they call it called Green Dragon Temple. This temple has long history, more than 1,000 years. And it's, the Buddhists are different school. This is the Arabic school. Normally, it's very important. They have associated with the one very famous Japanese monk. His name is Kong Hai. And what's the story about this temple? Just be with me. Let's go together, go inside. Buddhist, we're talking about their Arabic. So here was the very famous monk. And in China history, his name is Huiguo. He was very understand. This is picture tell Kong Hai. He was just for his teacher to study. Let me tell the story about Kong Hai. Kong Hai, he was born in Japan in the Shikoku in the 774. And when he was 13 years old, he understood the Confucian very well. He studied Chinese very well. When he was 04, he came to China. And he studied China, the Buddhist, and about 1 year's study, and he was do a very good job. In the 805, his master was passed away, and before his master passed away, he told Kong Hai, "You must back to Japan." 806, Kong Hai is back to Japan. In Japan, they have a very famous Buddhist school. This is called Xian, and Kong Hai, he was the master and ancestor of light. This is the Green Dragon Temple. So that was the esoteric, a very important one. The esoteric school was an important part of the Buddhist school, and he was the ancestor of light. Also passed in the 835. After 10 years later, in China, they have Tang Dynasty. He was very powerful. He extinguished a lot of Buddhist temple, a lot of the statues, because the Buddhists they occupy too much money and too much the land. But fortunately, and he's taking a lot of the Buddhist school and go back to Japan as well. So that was the story. Please look this way. This is the monument, and all together, Kong Hai was the inside. That was the statue of the Kong Hai. He was a very good foundation about the calligrapher. Even that was the headquarters of the Kyoto monument, about 10 meters. It symbolized the different meaning. First was the air, and wind, fire, water, and the earth. All right, this is a very beautiful story about even the Kong Hai. If you like the Buddhist culture, this is very good and quiet Buddhist temple.